Something I'd like to point out regarding air conditioners and extension cords. Now I just have this thing running on fan right now to kind of filter some of the air because I was blowing the dust around earlier. That was stupid, but sometimes I will like throw it on the dry setting for a little bit to help dehumidify it a bit because this is a big area. Even though that one does most of the work anyways because, well, it doesn't really need any help. That thing's awesome. But something that I will mention is that the fact that they say that you're not supposed to plug these into an extension cord, usually they're pretty right. And as a matter of fact, you shouldn't. Now there is an exception to this, and that is when the extension cord in question is the same gauge as that of the unit itself. This unit uses 14 gauge wire. This right here is 16 gauge wire. And for those of you who know nothing, who don't know a whole lot on the American wire gauge system, the higher the number equals the smaller diameter of cord, or wire I should say, really. So this is smaller and is 16 gauge. This is bigger and is 14 gauge. This extension cord is also 14 gauge. And if I were to use a 16 gauge extension going up there, that extension cord will start to heat up. That can be very dangerous at a lot of times. And if an extension cord gets too hot, it will either melt or catch on fire. And that is not something you want. So, if for some reason you do need to use an extension cord for something like an air conditioner or something, make sure that you are using the right kind of wire gauge to just ensure that that everything is good. You're not gonna blow nothing up. It ain't gonna blow up, but it's better to play it safe with that kind of stuff. Electrical failures are no joke. I'll lay them side by side so you can kind of see the difference. See? So, just want to make this a little quick video just to tell you guys about wire gauges and how you should really notice them. Now, usually you will find a wire gauge like printed on the actual cord. I don't know if you won't find it right away. You might have to look for it to really. Focus, come on. Yes, you find that's upside down. There it is. It's practically unreadable, but it is there. And it does say 14 AWG. That stands for American Wire Gauge. That is what you want to look for, is something that says X number with AWG behind it. So I thought you'd want to know that, or at least thought that you would find that to be somewhat helpful.